Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Preshaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Ashatya Deshadarine, Sarthayam Arjuna Syado, Kurvan Gita Mritam Dado, Lokatrayopkaraye, Tasmai Krishnatmane Namaha. So Arjuna had the desire to see Krishna's majestic universal form. Whatever is there within the universe, he wants to see in one place. So in the fourth verse, Arjuna requested, although Arjuna knows that he cannot hold this form. He is saying, if you think that I am able to behold this cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power. So Arjuna wants to see the exhibition of Krishna's mystic power in his universal form. Then kindly show me the unlimited universal self. And then Krishna, before showing, Krishna gives Arjuna a detour of what he will show. What he will show, he will be able to see all the chief personalities of this entire creation. The Aditya, the Vasus, the Rudras, Ashwini Kumar, all the demigods, everything he will be able to see. And this form which Krishna is exhibiting, no one has seen before. As Krishna says. So, we saw the description of this form from verse number, last time we discussed, from verse number 15, what Arjuna is able to see, till 24th. And further, we will see what Arjuna is able to see. In the 24th verse, although he knows that this form belongs to Vishnu, you see the 24th verse, he uses the verse, Dhritim na vindami samam cha Vishnu. The 24th verse that we discussed last, that, O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouth and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind, because this roop is very, very terrible. How much terrible it is, that we will see in today's description. Further, what Arjuna says, 25th verse, Damstra karala nichate mukhani. Drishtva eva kala anala sanibani. Disho na jane na labe chashma. Prasid devesh jagan nivasa. Dramshtra karala nichate mukhani. Drishtva kala anala sanibhani. Disho na jane na labhe cha sharma. Prasid devesh jagan nivasa. So what more form he's saying? Repeat, recite.
Damstra karala nichate mukhani.
Damstra karala nichate mukhani.
Vakala nala sanibani.
Drishtve vakala nala sanibani.
दिशो न जाने न लाभे च शर्मा
दिशो न जाने न लाभे च शर्मा
देवेश जगन्निवास
प्रसीद देवेश जगन. Very good. Excellent. See, little bit of sincerity is required. What is your age? 12 years. How long you have been coming? 6 months?
6
No?
2 months. It's 2 months. This is
No.
March from March.
Yeah, and in 1 month I was not there. I was out of town. So just 2, 3 months of practice. Not even 3 months. 2 months of practice. Why it is difficult for others? Huh? Because they're not putting an attempt. What is your age?
10.
10. So you recite. If you recite, the fear will be over. Here, this most important thing is that we should try to bring focus in our life. When the teacher is reciting, if we hear attentively, half of the knowledge is automatically transferred. But the problem is the mind is distracted, does not allow us to hear. And then there is so much fear. That what people will think if I will recite. Okay, recite. You recite. Dumbstrad. Damstra karala nichate mukhani drashe vakala anala sannibhani disho na jane na lave sharma prasida devesha jagan nivasa. Is that? Only 2 people have recited, all others are remaining. You recite, Ramya. What is your fear? Damstra karala nichate mukhani Drishva eva kala nana sannibhani Disho na jane na labhe cha sharma Prasid devesh jaganniva. So what Arjuna was saying, that your gaping mouth and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. And further what he says, Damstra Karalan. You have seen, if you see if you see some demon normally, if you see in a movie or Krishna cartoon, if you see demon, so what is most terrifying is his teeth. Huh? His teeth are very big teeth, and the teeth is coming out of the mouth, and it says Damstra Karalan. You have your terrible teeth and Mukhani from your, what is coming out? Kala Anala. From the teeth are very ferocious, your mouth is very big, and from that mouth, what is coming out? Fire is coming, burning fire. So it becomes more terrible. And so, Lord of Lord, O refuge of the world, Dishona Jane, that wherever I see this huge face, which is emanating such fire and which has such strong and big teeth. So, Prasida Devesha Jagannivata. Prasida means kindly be pleased. Please remove this horrible form. That means Arjuna is getting so much frightened, so much fearful, was saying, seeing this form. O Lord of O Lord, O refuge of the world, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance seeing your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all direction I am bewildered. So the Supreme Lord has three functions. What are the three functions? Creation, maintenance, and also annihilation. So this is the form for annihilation. And annihilation is also required. Why the annihilation is required? It is not cruelty. It is the cyclical nature. That when the creation is there, after creation, there is bound to be annihilation. And who gets annihilated? One who has not realized his eternal position. He gets annihilated. Why? To get another chance in another life form to realize his eternal existence. So this is the cycle that the living entity is rotating in again and again. If he does not meet the Supreme Lord in his abode, where he will meet the Supreme Lord? In the form of death. Invariably, the Jiva has to meet the Supreme Lord. If he is liberated, he goes to the spiritual world to live a life of eternal happiness. And if he fails to do that, then he will meet the Supreme Lord in the form of death. Krishna says that Kalo Asmi Lokshaya Krit Pravritam. It comes in the personified form of death. And death is all divine. So Arjuna is seeing this terrible form of the Kala Rupa. This is called the Kala Rupa. Krishna comes in the form of Kal. Kal means the time factor. Time is very strong. No one can win over time. It is the time who reduces everyone to dust. It is just a matter of time. So very important. If we don't utilize this human life for realization, then we meet this situation. Life after life. Ami cha tvam dhartarashtrasya putra सर्वे सह एव वाणीपाल संगे भीष्मो द्रोणा सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सह समदीयोरपि योद्धमुखे वक्त्राणि ते त्वा रमणा विशन्ति दंष्ट्रा करालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशान्तरेषु तन्द्रेष्यन्ते चूर्णितेरुत्तमङ्गे. You recite. Try. I have told you. Very simple. When I am reciting, see the word meaning. If you see the word meaning, then it becomes very easy.
Ami cha tvam dhritarashtrasya putra.
Ami cha tvam dhartarashtrasya putra.
Sarve sahavanipala sanghe.
Sarve saha eva vanipal sanghe.
Bhishmo drona suta putra sataso.
Bhishma drona sutaputrastathaso. Sahasmadhyerapi yodhamukhe.
Vaktrani te tvarmana vishanti.
Vaktrani te tvaramani vishanti.
Damshra karala bhayanakani.
Damshra karalani vayanakani.
Kechid vilagna dashanashanitreshu.
Kechid vilagna dashanantareshu.
Sandreshayante churnitiruttamange.
Sandreshayante churniteruttamam. Very good. When you are there in home, just recite verses. One chapter after the other. At least one chapter you should recite every day. Good. Very good. Recite.
अमितत्वं धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रा
Shakva Dhartarashtrasya putra
सर्वे सहगनिपालसङ्गे
Sarve Saheva Vanipal Sanghe
पुत्रास्तथासु
Bhishma Drona Suta Putras Tathasu
सहसा मदे अपि युद्धमुखे
Saha Asamadhiya Apiyodamukhe
वक्त्रानिते स्वरमण विसन्ति
Vakrani Te Tvaranamani Vishanti
संस्कारालानि भया अनकानि
Damshra Karala Nibhayanakani
केचित् विलग्नान्तसन्तारहेषु
Kechid Vilagna Darshanantareshu Sandre Shriyante Churnite Uttamange. One more recitation. Ami Chatvam Dhatarashtrasya Putra Sarve Saheva Varanipal Sanghe Bhishmo Drona Suta Putras Tathasu Dam Mukhe Vaktrani Deva Mamarari Vishanti Damshra Karala Nimaya Kechid Vilagna Darshanantareshu Sandre Shriyante Churnite. Very good. Excellent. So what Arjuna is able to see? He says that Amicha Tvam Dhartarashtrasya Putra. All the sons of Dhartarashtra. Yes. How many sons has Dhritarashtra has? 100. Sarve saha evani palasange. Not only them, with all their allied kings and their soldiers and whoever is on their side, including the great general Bhishma, Drona, Sutaputra is who? Karna, Tathasu, all of them. And also what he says, Saha Samadhiyar api yodha mukhe. Also from my side, from our side. That from our side also, most of our chieftains and soldiers, where are they entering? They are entering your mouth. All the sons of Dhritarashtra along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers also. Because in this war, who was spared? Only the 5 Pandavas. No one else. Even the entire Pandava army, everyone else was consumed. No one was exempted. So he's saying that, and our chief soldiers also, what are they doing? They are rushing towards your fearful mouth. Vaktrani. Mouth, Vaktrani. They are entering into your and Damshra Karalani Bhayanakani. And when they are rushing towards your mouth, what are they doing? They are striking with your teeth and they are getting completely crushed. How they are getting crushed? Sandrishyante churneter. Churn is getting powdered or getting dust. The solid thing which is becoming, they are being crushed, completely crushed. So their head, their helmet, whatever they are having, everything is getting, they are getting crushed to pieces, to powder by the might of the universal form, the mouth. In the previous verse, the Lord promised to show Arjuna things he would be very interested in seeing. Now Arjuna sees that the leader of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra and their soldiers and Arjuna, own soldiers, are all being annihilated. This is an indication that after the death of nearly all the persons assembled at Kurukshetra, Arjuna will emerge victorious. It is also mentioned here that Bhishma, who is supposed to be unconquerable, will also be smashed. So no one will be spared. So also Karna. Not only will the great warriors of the other party like Bhishma be smashed, but some of the great warriors of Arjuna's side. So in this universal form, Arjuna can see what is the result, what is going to be the effect of this war. So now Arjuna will give two metaphors. Metaphors, you understand? Analogy or example. That we saw this, that everyone is rushing very fast towards the mouth of the universal form. And in that universal form, the mouth is so huge and wide, the fire is emanating out from it. And the teeth are so big and terrible teeth. So they are all getting crushed. So how the movement is, how they are all rushing towards the universal form's mouth. So he gives two metaphors in two verses. Yatha nadinam bahavo ambuvega samudram eva vimukha dravanti तथा त्वामि नरलोक वीरा विशन्ति वक्त्राणि अभिविज्वलन्ति यथा नदीनां बहवो अम्बुवेगा समुद्रम एवाभिमुखा द्रवन्ति तथा त्वामि नरलोकवीरा विशन्ति वक्त्राणि अभिविज्वलन्ति. Recite. Do it. यथा नदीनां बहवो अम्बुवेगा समुद्रमेवाभिमुखा द्रवन्ति तथा तमांसि नरलोकवीरा विशन्ति वक्त्राणि अभिविज्वलन्ति. Recite. No, wait. You will recite all the verse, give others the chance. Others don't want to recite. Yatha nadinam bahavo ambuvega samudrameva mukha dravanti तथा त्वमामि नरलोकवीरा वक्रं. So he is giving the first metaphor like the rivers. So how the rivers flow? They flow with get force. Ambu Vegaha. With a lot of force. There are waves in the water. And where they flow? Samudram eva bimukhadravanti. Like the big mouth. What is the big mouth? Of the sea. So they all enter into the sea. Tatha twamami naraloka vira. So similarly, these great heroes, they are entering into your mouth as the rivers are entering into the oceans. This is natural. As many waves of the rivers flows into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouths. And he gives another example. There are two examples. Then we will discuss that who is suited for which example. Two types of people and two types of movement. यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतंगा विशन्ति नाशाय समृद्ध वेगा तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति तवापि वक्त्राणि समुद्र वेगा यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतंगा विशन्ति नाशाय समृद्ध वेगा तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति तवापि वक्त्राणि समृद्ध वेगा. Recite. प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतंगा विशन्ति नाशाय समृद्ध वेगा तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति समृद्ध वेगा. Why you don't recite? Recite. You should practice so that your Sanskrit becomes proper, your recitation becomes proper. Why you are not reciting? There? Why you are not reciting? Did you recite even one verse? Why you people don't want to learn and improve? Practice. See, no one is perfect. Perfection will come by practice. And if you don't practice, then where is the possibility? Recite.
Yada praptim vijala.
Fourth time we are reciting this. It is praptim. Here, very difficult to hear. Yatha pradiptam.
Yada
Pradiptam.
Yada pradiptam valanam pratanga.
Yatha pratam jwalanam patanga.
Vishanti nashaya amrita vega.
Vishanti nashaya samrita vega.
Tataiva nashaya vashanti lokas.
Tateva nashaya vishanti lokas.
Tavapi vakrani samudra veha.
Tvamapi vakrani samrita vega. So what the other example is saying? First example he gave was how the rivers are flowing. They are entering into the huge mouth of the ocean. And the second example is saying that yadha pradiptam jwalanam patanga. So where there is a big fire, and in that fire, with a lot of wake, with a lot of force, who enters is the moth. Patanga is what? Moth. And what happens to him? Tatha nashaya. When the moth enters the fire, what happens? He's completely burnt. His existence remains. When the water of the river enters the sea, what happens? Water remains. Water remains water. Nothing is lost. But when the moth enters the fire, what happens? Everything is lost. Nothing remains. Tatheva nashaya vishanti lokas. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouth as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. So we'll discuss this point. That entering into the sea by the river and entering into the fire by the moths. This is the difference between devotees and non-devotees. The devotees entering, many times people say, what is the difference? You people also die. We are also dying. What is the difference? There is a difference. Huge difference. What is the difference? The devotees, they die as if the rivers are entering the sea. The sea. And who is the sea? The Supreme Lord. So we leave our material existence and we enter into the eternal existence. There is no fear. We are serving here also. The water remains the water. The water does not transform. So we render service here also, and we render service into the spiritual abode also. And in the rivers, if there are some aquatics, what happened to the aquatics? Do they die? Do they remain there? They now get a reservoir of bigger water. Their reservoir of water is many times more. So there is no harm. There is no loss. Rather, there is a gain. And when this water is entering the river water is entering the sea, so it travels a huge distance. And from wherever the river water comes, what it does? It nourishes the residents. They can utilize the water for all their purposes. So it is doing the welfare work for all people at all times. And its existence is never lost. Here, just here first. Here. But the non-devotees, their entrance at the time of death is like the entrance of the moth in the fire. Everything is lost. Nothing remains. So there is a huge difference between devotees and the non-devotees. And then we see in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is very emphatically declaring, Kaunteya pratijanahi name bhaktya pranashyati. That those who are his devotees, Krishna takes exclusive care for them. Not at any time he allows their destruction to be there. What is the verse number? 9 point? Dolamani? What is the verse number? You should be thorough. So many years have passed, still 29, no, 20. Is in the last 31. So he says, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. So this is a time of perishing. When? At the time of death. Very beautiful. It is like a devotee who is entering the ocean. The river which is entering the ocean. And others, those who are non-devotees, it is like the moth entering the fire. Very painful. That is why the most painful time, the most pain that is inflicted with the living entity experiences is at the time of death. Our Shastra says it is like 10,000 scorpions biting at a time. One scorpion bite is sufficient to make us feel so agitated. And if 10,000 scorpions bite, what will be the pain inflicted? Most painful times are only two, at the time of birth and at the time of death. The most painful scenario. Birth, whatever pain was inflicted, we forget. As the jiva comes out from the womb of the mother, that is why you see every jiva who comes out from the womb of the mother, especially in human form, he cries so bitterly. Because he has now been rescued from the hellish life. But we are so foolish, these experiences we have completely covered. And we are thinking that this is not for me. And if the child does not cry, the doctor becomes very frightened that the childbirth is not natural. And at the time of death also, you see, entering directly into the fire. If any portion of our body skin, even if our hairs are burned, we feel so much of pain. And this fire, that the entire body is entering into the body of fire and getting completely eliminated. So very important. If we don't practice devotion, why Krishna will protect us? Then karma will play our part. What he says further, it is even more terrible. Liliye se grasmana samantal लोकान् समग्रन् वदने ज्वलाद्भिः तेजोभिरपूर्य जगत् समग्रम् भाषास्तव तवोग्रे प्रतपन्ति विष्णु लील्य से ग्रस्माना समंत लोकान् समग्रान् वदने ज्वलाब्धि तेजोभिरपूर्य जगत् समग्रम् भाषास्तवग्रे प्रतपन्ति विष्णु लील्यस्य ग्रस्मना समन्ता लोकान् समग्रन् वदने ज्वलाब्धि तेजोभिरपूर्य जगत् समग्रम् भाषास्तव recite लीलीयसे ग्रस्मना समन्त
समग्रान् वदने ज्वलाभि
समग्रं वदने ज्वलाब्धि
जगत् समग्रम्
तेजोभिरपूर्य जगत् समग्रम् आशास्तवोग्रा प्रतपन्ति विष्णु. So what is he, sometimes you eat some, rasgulla, and you're very fond of rasgulla. And when you are devouring rasgulla, sometimes what happens? The juice of the rasgulla, it spills out. So what do? We use our tongue. We don't want it to be spilled. So what he's saying, liliyase, you are licking. So those who are entering, and by the teeth, if they are falling from the tongue, the universal form is still picking them up and cutting it in, devouring. Nothing is remaining. Nothing can escape. Lily say you are licking and putting them back into the mouth and you are devouring them. Samantat. From where? From all directions. So, as sure as death. There is no exception. No one can escape death. Lokan samagram vadane jolabdhi. So everyone is entering into your inflamed mouth and everyone is getting completely burned out. So he says, "Oh Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays." He knows that this is Lord Vishnu, but still he is feeling very, very fearful. Because this form of Vishnu, he has never seen or heard before. Similarly, when Narsimdev appeared, everyone knows he is Vishnu. But still, no demigod has any confidence to come in front of Lord Narsimdev because they are so afraid that they will also be devoured. They will also be killed. So, what the demigods Brahma and Rudra and Indra and Chandra they did? They said, okay, we will send Lakshmi Devi. By seeing Lakshmi Devi, he will become little pacified. Like Arjuna was saying, na, Prasida Jagan Nivasa. In the 25th verse, he was saying, Prasida Devesha Jagan Nivasa. That you please be pacified. Just relax, cool down. This ferocious form that I am seeing. So, this form is so terrible. It is even more terrible form than the form of Nasimha. We say, Ugram Viram, Mahavishnu, Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham. His Mukham is also Jwalantam. Narsingham, Bhishanam. So this is even more ferocious form. The Virat Rupa form. There they were saying that only one person is being killed, and that is Hiranyakashipu. Here he sees everyone is being killed. No one is being spared. What a sight it would be. So frightening. So then he is so terrified. Then he is asking, Akyani meko bhavanugra rupo namo namaste devar prasida vignatumikchami bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravritte आख्यानि मे को भवानुग्र रूपो नमस्ते नमस् नमस्तुते देववर प्रसीदा विघ्नातुमिच्छामि भवान्तमद्यम् नाहि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्ते right. आज्ञानि मे को भवानुग्र रूप नमस्तुते देववर प्रसीदा विघ्नातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमद्यम् नाहि प्रजानामि तव. You see the mixed feeling of Arjuna, that Arjuna is so fearful that he's saying Namastute Deva Varaha Prasida. That I am offering my obeisances, I am paying my respect. You kindly be pleased with me. Prasida. Devara, Deva Vara Prasida. Vara means to give benediction. So you are the Deva Vara Prasida. So you kindly be pleased with me. But in this Vigyatum Ikchami Bhavantam Adhyam, but in this ferocious form, who are you? This Ugra Rupa. Akhyani Meko Bhavan Ugra Rupa. Who are you? Why have you have taken this form? Then Nahi Prajanami Tava Pravittam. I do not know what is the purpose, what is the intent that you have come to me in this form. What is your intent? What do you want to do? So he says, O Lord of Lord, so fierce of form, Ugra Rupa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnuram, Ugram Viram. Please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious on me. That means don't kill me. You will kill all others. You are the primal Lord, Devavara Prasida. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So Arjuna is very, very terrified. So this is the Kala Rupa. Which Rupa? Kala Rupa. Krishna has exhibited the universal form before. He showed it to Mother Yashoda when he was baby, when he was playing with the mud. She could see the entire universe in the mouth. But Krishna did not exhibit the Kala Rupa. Mother would have fainted. Yeah. And he did not exhibit the Kala Rupa also to in the assembly of the Kauravas. When Krishna went as the peace messenger, and he told Duryodhana and his allies that you just allocate 5 villages to the Pandavas, I will make them settle. But Duryodhana was very, very proud. He did not said that I will not allow even the land worth a needle to stand. What to speak of 5 villages. So actually, there was one more instance. It is mentioned in the Mahabharata. I was hearing that Maitreya Muni also came to bring peace and try to stop this war. So Maitreya Muni came to the assembly of the Kurus and he told Dhritarashtra that you should not be at war, because if you remain at war, you know on the other side who is the personality? It is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. All your 100 sons will be finished. They'll be consumed. They will all die. And this fellow Duryodhan was also there. So Duryodhan was, with a very sarcastic tone, he was very wildly laughing. And he was trying to insult Maitreya Muni. And again, he was, stroking his thigh and making a big sound to show how much strength he has. So Maitreya Muni, he saw when this kind of behavior of Duryodhana, he told Dhritarashtra that your son is so proud and is so arrogant, he does not know how to respect the saintly persons. His thigh, which he is stroking now, will be broken by the mace of Vishnu. And all your 100 sons will surely die. So when Dhritarashtra heard this, he fell at the feet and said, my dear sir, you please excuse him. He is foolish. He is immature, but I am begging forgiveness on his behalf. I am his father. So please take your curse back. So Maitreya Muni said, I cannot take my curse back. But if he brokers peace with the Pandavas, then he can live. Otherwise, all your sons will die. So, but still, they did not hear. So, they all entered into the mouth of the Virat Rupa. Lilya se Grasamanaha Samanta. All of them were devoured by the Kala Rupa. So this is the Kala Rupa which Krishna has exhibited. He has never spoken about it anywhere. In Bhagavatam, there is no Kala Rupa. There is only the Virat Rupa. There is no Kala Rupa. Want to go further? 8:23. Let us take one or two more. Sir. So after hearing Arjuna's request, Krishna responds, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalo Asmi Loksha Krita Pravriddho Lokan Samhartam Iha Pravritta Rite Api Tvam Na Bhavishyanti Sarve Yavastita Prataya Anekshu Yodha Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalo Asmi Loksha Krit Pravriddho Lokan Samhartam Iha Pravritta Rite Api Tvam Na Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Avasthita Prati Anekeshu Yodha. Recite. Recite. Others those who have not recited, try. This is good ground to practice. Practice.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Vilokakshayatu Prabuddho
Kalo Asmi Loka Shaikrit Pravriddho
Pravritta
Lokan Samahartumiha Pravriddha
Bhute Pitvam Bhavishyanti Sarve
Riteya Pitvam Bhavishyanti Sarve
Eva Pita Pratyanikeshu Yodha
Ye Avastita Prati Anekeshu Yudha. So the Krishna said, Kalo Asmi. That, who am I? Arjuna asked, who are you? And what is your intention, pravritti? So he says that Kalo Asmi. Time I am. The Lokshakrit Pravidho. I am the great destroyer of the world. And why he has come here? Lokan Samhartam Iha Pravitta. I have come here to destroy all people. Rite api tvam na bhavishyanti sarve. There is only one exception. What is that exception? With the exception of you, the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Ye avastita pratenaikanishu yodha. No one will be spared. Although Arjuna knew that Krishna was his friend and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was puzzled by the various forms exhibited by Krishna, especially the Kalarup form, even the universal form, and also especially the Kalarup form, very ferocious. Therefore, he asked further about the actual mission of this devastating force. So what is the mission? What is the mission? Huh? To destroy all. It is written in the Veda that the Supreme Truth destroys everything. Even the Brahmanas, as stated in the Katha Upanishad 1-25, Yasya Brahma cha Shatram cha Ubhe Bhavato Odhana Mrityur Yasya Upashanam Ki Itha Ved Yatra Saha. Eventually, the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, and everyone else are devoured like a meal by the Supreme. Very natural. Like we take meal. What happened to the food stuff? They're all devoured. They're all finished. This form of the Supreme Lord is all devouring giant. And here Krishna presents himself in that form of all-devouring time. So how Krishna kills everyone? How he annihilates? By the energy of his time. Except for a few Pandavas, everyone who was present on the battlefield would be devoured by him. Arjuna was not in favor of the fight, and he thought it would be better not to fight. Then there will be no frustration. In reply, the Lord is saying that even if he did not fight, every one of them would be destroyed. So whether Arjuna fights or not, he does not fight. Whether he kills or not, all the soldiers from both the sides, they are already slain. They are already killed by Krishna. If Arjuna stopped fighting, they would die in another way. Death could not be checked. Even if he did not fight, in fact, they were already dead. Time is destruction, and all manifestations are to be vanquished by the desire of the Supreme Lord. That is the law of nature. It's a very big reason for coming in this human form of life. The purpose of this human form of life is not to die like a helpless animal. Krishna tells upfront in Bhagavad Gita what is the mission of human form of life. In the second chapter, anyone remembers what Krishna says? Human form of life is not to be devoured like the lower species of animal. Krishna gives three things to observe and practice before he starts to speak Bhagavad Gita in the second chapter. Anyone remembers? What is the first thing he says? First instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Huh? No, that is not the first. Krishna says, Ashochayan anva sochastvam pragyavadanscha bhashase gata sunascha nanu sochanti pandita. You should not lament. In this world, people are so much in hankering and lamentation. Lamentation आप समझते हैं ना? शोक करते रहते हैं. They are always complaining, or they have so much of grouse in their heart. The human form of life is not meant to lament. Person is lamenting is really cursed. Whatever may happen. Why? Because second is more deeper. What will change? Body will change. In this material world, nothing is permanent. Everything is transitory. Tata dehantara praptis dhiras tatra na bhuyat. This is which verse? 13. What you have to learn? You have to get that vision to be able to see that there is transmigration. The person who is sober, who is learned, he is not disturbed. Others are disturbed. And of course, the third thing he says is that you have to learn to tolerate, because there will be duality in this world. This world will, till the time you will exist, there will always be duality. Matra sparshas tu kaunteya shito ushna. Yes or no? Can anyone stop? No. Now there is so much of conditioning. We cannot sit without AC. 50 years back, where was there any AC in any room? There was no AC. Then people were not living. But they were used to. They could tolerate. If temperature goes 4 or 5, people don't come out of the house. What nonsense. What will happen? They will freeze to death or what? But tolerating power is not there. Tolerance is not there. One who cannot tolerate heat and cold, how can he tolerate sukha and dukha? If there is dukh, there is depression, there is anxiety, and he goes to the hospital. Or he goes in depression. And if one person is able to do three things, yam hina vyate ante te, beautiful verse, 15th verse, 2.15. Purusha Purusha Rishabha Sama Sukham Dukham Dira So Amritvaya Kalpate. Then he can experience nectar, or he can come to the existence of immortality. O best among men, the persons who are not disturbed by happiness and distress and study both is certainly eligible for liberation. And those who are not eligible for liberation, what they are eligible for? Annihilation. Clear? Those who cannot qualify for liberation, they will again and again come in this cycle of being devoured by time. Kalo asmi lokshay krid pravidya. So Bhagavad Gita is enlightening us, is educating us, is training us to come out of this cycle of taking birth and dying again and again, helplessly, by being trained in knowledge and applying this knowledge in our life. Then there is no fear. There is no fear in our existence. Fear is only there because of ignorance. One who is in knowledge, he is liberated. What is there to fear? Okay, I'll stop here. And if you have any questions, we cannot go deep, otherwise it will remain in the book. All these principles will remain in the book. And when the time will come for us to show some maturity, it will not happen because we have not practiced. Unless and until we accept these principles in our practice, these principles cannot be applied. And if it is not applied, these principles cannot protect us. Yes?
Sir, in verse 28 and 29,
Yes?
there's a quality of subject that is water and moths.
Yeah.
So moths are attracted to light, and when the river water.
Yeah, there's another very subtle. See, water to the river, it is natural. That flow is natural. So, and as I said, the existence is not wiped out. Water remains water. Yeah. That is the devotees entering into the time of death. Yeah, naturally. What does Kunti Maharani says? What is the verse? Tvai me anana vishaya matir madhu pratesakrit ratim udbhatiya ganga voga mudbhata. Tvai me anana vishaya. Let my mind be focused on you without any deviation or distraction. My matir is attention. Our attention is always somewhere else, in so many places, many branched. Tvai me ananya vishaya matir madhu pratesukrit rati mudbhati yatha. So where there is attention, there will be attraction. Very deep. Where is our attention? Our attention is in all temporary things. Where our attention is? Where our attention is? And where is our absorption? Where our attention and attraction is. And where is our attachment? It is even more deeper, where our absorption is. So she is saying, please change my attention and attraction. My attention, I want my full attention to be towards you. So that I can have Ratim, is my attachment towards you. The more we hear, the more we glorify Krishna, our attachment, first our attention, and then our attachment for Krishna will increase. Then we will have a desire to have Krishna. Otherwise, where the desire will come? So she is saying, like the flow of Ganges. Where is the Ganges flowing? Naturally to the sea. So let my mind flow naturally towards your lotus feet without being deviated.
The non-devotees mistaking the terrible blazing of the light.
The non-devotees are not interested to follow the principles of Krishna. They are like moths. What the moth does, it is not natural. Does the fire force the moth to come and sacrifice itself? What the moth is thinking? That this fire is something for their enjoyment. They can enjoy more. This is the entire material world, material existence. The so-called sources of sense enjoyment, they are traps. When they are thinking, if the senses can enter into the sense enjoyment, we can experience happiness. And what Krishna said, yehi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yonehi evite. So Duryodhan, Dusashan and all of them, they are like moths. They are entering the blazing fire with full speed. Why? To be completely annihilated. Whereas on the other side, Drona is there, Bhishma is there. They are also on the opposite side. But they are entering the like the river which is entering the ocean. Okay. So far in this entire Kala Rupa, this is what I found. This is something very, very soothing. This is very pacifying and very inspiring. We will try to be the river which enters the ocean. Yeah.
And sir, it's that all the sons of Dhritarashtra with Bhishma, Drona and Karna are
They are all entering.
rushing the fearful mobs.
Say,
Future.
oh, they are already killed by Krishna. That is what Krishna will say in the next verses. Nimit matram bhaya sachi. I have already done that. But I am giving you the credit. Why I am making you fight? It is true actually. If you perform spirituality after certain practice and maturity, you can see that everything is being arranged by Krishna. We only have one choice. What is that choice? Whether we are willing or not. If we are willing, it will happen. And if we are not willing, it will never happen. So this is a matter of our free will. How we utilize the free will. Mostly the conditioned soul, he is self-destructive. Conditioned soul has very distinct quality. What is that quality? He is self-destructive. No one else causes his destruction. Who causes his destruction? His own mind. By making a wrong choice. Life after life, he does the same mistake every time. So that is why satsang is required. We come in the association of sat, so that our asat can be removed. Otherwise, asat remains. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akshas, for your question. At least some level of discussion is done. But very difficult. A mind and intelligence just does not work. This curtain of illusion is so thick and heavy. Again and again, our vision is blinded. We cannot see the reality. It is right in front of us. What has happened to all the family members, those who are 100 years plus? None of them exist. But we will live as if we will live forever. And there is no exit plan. A person who is 70 years old, ask him, what is your exit plan? He said, what exit plan? He will think exit plan means retirement plan. So foolish. Entire life he is thinking, when I will retire, then I will become happy. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Where is Darshan? We have prasad for you. Please enjoy prasad, but please hear philosophy. And when you go back, at least read 1 page or 2 page a day. And please have some notebook. Mark some inspiration every day. At least one inspiration should come every day. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanand. Any one of you have question online? Purushottam, you spoke to that devotee?
Yes, Paul.
It is done?
Though I've given that contact, that person contact, he's
Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna.